Hello everyone. Today I thought we'd play with a supply that I haven't played with before. I mean, I played with the supply, but not this brand. The Shinhan Gouache. This is a designer's gouache. And I bought this last year around Black Friday. And then I put it away. And I was going to put it in an art haul at some point, but I didn't. And I thought, I need to pull this out because the only art supplies you waste are the ones that you let go bad because you didn't use them. So I thought these little samplers would be the perfect opportunity to pull out the gouache by Shinhan and give them a try out. You know, I like the Holbein gouache a lot. Like, I love those. So I think I'm going to like these, so we'll just see. So I pulled out a color palette card to do a color challenge with these out of Color Cube 1 by Sarah Renee Clark. And we're going to try card 127. It's weird colors. I wouldn't normally pick these, and the ones that have, you know, weird color palettes or challenging color palettes or ones that I look at and I think, ooh, that looks hard, are usually the ones that turn out kind of cool. So might not happen today since I may have just jinxed us. But we're going to give it a try anyway. So I have pulled out 107 Hydrangea Blue, and then I've pulled out 22 Permanent Yellow Orange, and I have pulled out 20 Brilliant Orange, and number 4 Carmine, and number 44 Moss Green, and I think those get pretty close there. And I've just put those out on a ceramic appetizer dish. So these are actually, I got some more because I love these so much. I had 4. But I just got some more, which reminded me to pull these out and start using them. I love any kind of ceramic palettes. Like, I collect paint palettes and stuff, even though we don't see them come out too often here in the videos. I need to make a point to start pulling all those out and playing with them. I collect them because I just love them as a piece of art. But these are some of my favorite to paint with because they're just elegant. And they're a good size to fit beside whatever I'm doing here on video especially. And I get these at TJ Maxx. And they've had these for years now because I've had some of these for years that I've gotten. And they're $6.99 for 4. I mean, how can you not love that for a lovely ceramic paint palette? So I just thought I'd share that with you because I just got those 4 yesterday when I went to visit the TJ Maxx. I love TJ Maxx. They're the best. Okay, so I just thought we'd do a little sampler set with the gouache. Maybe I'll put this stuff on the other side of this. How about that? Because I'm right-handed. I always put everything on the wrong side. And then we will paint this on. What do we want our dominant colors to be? I mean, I'm kind of thinking blue, green. Maybe we'd like the red, yellow, orange with the pops of green, blue. Oh my gosh. Let's just start with the yellow and see what we can get. And I like to just go for it. I don't have anything in particular in mind. Look at these. Gouache is, I think these are watercolor gouache. So they're like watercolor, but more opaque. There's more color pigment in them usually, and the pigment size is usually a little bit larger than the fine pigment they put in the watercolor. But usually the formulation of them very similar to watercolor, and they generally re-wet. Haven't used the Shinhan ones ever before, but we're going to give them a go. Okay, let's go with the orange. And the Holbein ones, I've put in a watercolor paint palette and let them dry out, and then I just re-wet those. I don't know if these will do that or not. I've just pulled them straight out of the tube today since I've not used them, and just was ready to go test out and play with them. Oh, I didn't mean to go there. Let's just blend it in now that I did that. These are very vibrant. I'm hoping they stay vibrant because these are like wow kind of colors. They are like vivid in a good way. Okay, I didn't put the yellow over here. Let's just try to get a little. There we go. Let's go for the red. these little samplers are the best for experimenting with your supplies. You don't use very many of your supplies, and it gives you a chance to see what they'll do and if they're vivid or not vivid or transparent or not, or how, you know, you might work with these in your art going forward. It's your chance to explore their properties and what they do and if you like it and how you might work with them. So I like these lovely little samplers. And then I've been creating bigger pieces out of my little pieces, like going back and painting some larger pieces just to kind of give them a go to see like what we could do with them a little larger, you know, expanding and going bigger. So those have been super fun. And then I really like doing that if I've still got paint out that's wet that I'm not trying to throw away. That's worked out really good for not wasting paint. So that yellow and green turns a bit muddy there if you mix them. Kind of fun. That's why I like doing stuff like this. You learn some good stuff, like what do the colors do layered on top of each other. How are they going to work out? You know, if you use them on top of each other and accidentally create mud, can you work with that? All these good things that we learn by doing little pieces that we don't have to discover on something that's important. Because a lot of people paint on cheap paper, like student grade paper, like for practice, so you're not wasting, you know, your good papers. And then they'll go to use the good paper that they've saved, and all of a sudden it doesn't react the same or work the same. And you're like, why is it not better? Because it's better paper. Well, all the papers have different properties, and if you're not working on the paper that you're ultimately going to want to paint on and create your good pieces on, you're going to run into that, because pulp papers don't react the same as cotton papers. And I like this Bao Academy grade paper, this which is also the Meaden Academy paper, because the Bao makes the Meaden. I like those because my favorite paper is the Hahnemühle, and it's more expensive, but if I want to save a little bit and still use a paper that's not going to surprise me, you could paint on that cotton paper. And then that could be the good paper though. I actually really have liked it painting. I've used it now for almost a full pad. Well, there's 20 sheets, probably half a pad. And I have decided price-wise, I liked the great big pad because it was so big. And price-wise, I liked the price because it's less expensive than the arches, and it's less expensive than my Hahnemühle paper, and lots of good stuff. That you can do with that larger size. You can even cut it down and get double the paper out of it. And it was like $26 for 20 sheets on Amazon. That pad is 20 sheets, so I like that it's got so much paper in it. Okay, these are weird. These are bright. These are brighter than I might normally gravitate towards, but we're gonna put some art making and some layers on top of this, so don't despair. Trust the process. I have to remind myself, trust that process. So we're gonna let that dry. But yeah, like that Bao paper I think is a really good quality student paper that I would even paint like nice pieces on, and for the price, I really like the price. Okay, so let's let this dry and I'll be right back. These have dried now, and man, is that a vibrant set of colors or what? So I pulled out some Stencil Girl stencils because I like some of these little multi-stencil things on here. This one's L792 Misigman. So that's a regular stencil on their site. This one is Stencil Club 10 of 2024, so that's on the Stencil Club page. You have to scroll down that page to find those. And then L276 Maine, M-A-Y-N-E. I like this, so I think I'm going to start with that. Come back and layer in some other, I don't know. I pulled out some acrylic paints. These colors are crazy. Orange Deep, Red Deep, Sapphire, and yellow orange deep because I thought that kind of matched our color palette pretty good with those. I didn't have a moss green in my Blick Matte paints. Sadly, I think that might be like a color they need to add. I have pulled out light olive green, which from the Liquitex Acrylic Basics, so it's lighter than what's on there, but I don't know. I thought, why not? I'm just gonna go ahead and start layering this on some of these, and then we'll see. Because I love this stencil. It's like a corrugated cardboard kind of stencil. And I'm just going to start laying on top of what we already have, because on these samplers, and you can do mark making without stencils. I just happen to like playing with the stencils, which I never used stencils before this YouTube video, YouTube channel, but they do, when you're playing, really speed up the process. Okay, I like that. And get you to an end point in, say, 30 or 45 minutes, which for a YouTube video, I'm just going to keep on using this. This is an ink blending brush for inks and stuff, but I like it for stencils. But yeah, for like a YouTube video, 30-45 minutes is about kind of what you're looking for when you're recording. And so then it really gave me a lot of joy in finishing pieces and being super excited with where we ended up when I finished. And so I've like really enjoyed embracing playing with color and stencils and other of these little fun things here with you guys. They're just super fun, which, you know, I like. I feel like we're gonna have to come back with some white, because I feel like we are just all the same color tones here and the same color palettes, and I have no really light and no really dark, and I feel like we're just not getting any color variation, which you don't really notice when you're looking at those colors, or maybe you noticed, but I didn't really notice that we weren't getting any lights at all, basically. I like these little things. So as we're layering and looking around, I'm going to be thinking about coming back with maybe white and black possibly to give me some of that contrast. I just feel like there's no contrast in this at all. It's all the same kind of same level of color, same level of vibrancy. I'm not getting anything that's popping off. That's okay. I do like those little things there. This one I liked. It's a little different here, and now I'm kind of thinking that we need some white, because maybe white is what is going to give us that contrast that I want. And I also got some black. So these are the Blick Matte paints also, just because they're convenient. Maybe let's put some black out. Just the big one, because I have a big white and a big black. Okay, so let's see if I really like this thing here. So I'm going to throw these in the water. I throw those in the water and then wash them when I'm done so the paint don't dry on them. And I don't know, let's pick this one here. I mean, I could make it like a real like white and green. Ooh, let's do white and green. Oh, let's do it. Let's see if we can get like a little ombre action going here. Okay, I don't love that. Let's do it again though, just to get a second one in there. Or maybe I like it, I don't know. Not quite talking to me the way I was hoping it would. Alright, so we're not going to keep going with that stencil. We are, however, going to pull out maybe from my stencil tub underneath my desk, maybe some of these Tim Holtz stencils, because I like the halftone circles I like this big brush mark one. Let's see. I love these damask. You just have to search damask stencil on Amazon. That's a random stencil without a name on it. I do like this Tim Holtz THS 172. And this one's halftone circles, THS 144. And I love this one, THS 016. And these are stampersanonymous.com kind of stencils. Ooh, and I love this one, which we've used recently, Mini Tile Manila TCW662S by the Crafters Workshop. Okay. That's enough to maybe experiment with. And so now I'm kind of thinking, if we put this white maybe in with some orange, we can get ourselves some other contrast. Oh yeah. So now we're getting some different, I don't know if that was quite the color of orange, but now we've started it. I'm gonna keep on keeping on. If you do it once and you didn't like it, it was a mistake. But if you do it a couple more times, then it was on purpose and people don't know if it was meant to be or not. Okay, so these are crazy. I don't know. We may have to just... Okay, let's do this one. Let's do that one. Don't get discouraged as you're going, because we all have things that we're like, I don't know about that. Happens to us all. And I don't want you to get stuck right here in the painting of it. It's too much paint on that. I want you to just kind of keep on going, and you'll get somewhere where you're done. Might not be where you were thinking. This might be somebody else's completely favorite color palette. Even if it's not, say, the one that you would have chose, you know, somebody else might look at that and think, oh my gosh, I love that. What did you do? Ooh, I like that better with the definitely less paint. Gives you better stencil work. Okay, we're gonna have to do something drastic at some point. What is the drastic going to be? Let's do some super light yellow, maybe. Okay, it's actually getting somewhere now. Okay, do we want the black? Do I want to do something where the black is super vivid? Like, would that one have been pretty in the black? And I actually like, on that same stencil, I actually like these things here. Okay, I don't know. What do you think? Because I could do that in the gold too, but we could maybe do it in the black. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I'm kind of liking that now that we did that. It is giving me a pop. It's not covering the whole thing. I am giving some lovely pops of a contrast there. Okay, that's super fun actually. And now I'm thinking that maybe I should go back to this leafy one. Even though it wasn't a fave in the green, it could be a fave in the black. Oh, see, that's pretty nice in the black. Okay, that's pretty nice in the black. We could do some of these little tiny speckle guys in the black. Oh yeah, that's fun. Now I'm kind of wondering if I'd cover the whole thing with the gold. Will that pull it together for me? Because sometimes you just need that. You need to go back to an old fave at the end and see, would that save it for you at the end? I kind of feel like it might. Let's put out some of this gold. We're about to gold it up. Because I'm feeling like it needs it. Because that's how I think I can pull these colors back to something I like. So that's the Kuretake gold mica paste one that I like. You can use any gold paint. Some of those gold paints are really good. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere that I like at the end. Maybe. Maybe it's just too much. Maybe in the end, this one is too much. But then we peel the paint, and sometimes we kind of surprise ourselves with whatever we end up with. So, oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. I like that thing. Let's do that thing right here. I don't know, some color palettes can't be saved. Is this one of them? We might have gotten to a color palette that finally maybe got the better of me. I don't know. What do you think? Somebody in my group did a really bright color palette, not too far off of the one that we picked. And I told her, I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. That would have been a challenge for me. Well, I think I just made up for that challenge because this one is a challenge. These are some colors that not quite my thing, which I normally love. It's going to be interesting if we like this when we peel the tape. Okay, tiny bit more gold. I'm not going to leave any of these without gold. These all need a little bit of something. They all need a little bit of something. This is how I get past the, oh my gosh, maybe I didn't like this one at all kind of thing. Let's add some all kinds of stuff on top. Okay, let's see. So maybe this one needs some dots. Maybe some dots. Let's see. I'm about to overflow my water here with all my little ink brushes. Let's not do that. And let's see what we got. Kind of thinking, do I got anything fun that's in our color palette, or do we just want white dots? White dots could be fun, but there's not really, now that I'm done, is there any little white in here? Not really. Maybe I'll pull the white out anyway. Let's just see. Oh yeah, let's just do that. Let's just add some more onto what we've already gone with. Our super crazy color palette. I'm gonna call this one super crazy. Okay, I think we're there for today. You know, I always say sometimes these super crazy ones are my favorite. That's like my favorite thing to think. I'm not sure about this one. Let's peel the tape and see if we end up with something amazing or not. We'll heat this tape because this tape tears the paper. This 1/2 inch one does, not the 1 inch. I don't know what the 1/2 inch one is, just super sticky. Look at the designs on the tape itself. That's actually really pretty. Okay, I don't know about you, but now that we've peeled the tape, they're looking kind of amazing. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Peeling tape is magic! Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Just giving it a frame. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, I feel like it's been saved by the tape. And I was actually, even the whole time we're painting, thinking, I don't think I'm going to like this one. But look at these. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What? What? I don't know how we did it, but somehow peeling that tape turned these into a little tiny bit of magic. Like, that's a crazy. It's like a great big damask tapestry or something that we've cut into little pieces and turned into something way better than I was just expecting we were going to get, because I was actually fully prepared not to like it. Wow. Okay, so first thoughts there on the Shinhan Gouache. They're mostly matte, which I like. They're very, very pigmented and vibrant. Those are some vibrant colors, and so that's actually kind of exciting for future projects, I think, knowing that we're gonna like those. They're very, very vibrant, and they turn out super cool. So I'm liking my very first experiment with the Shinhan Gouache designer series. All right, so I hope you enjoyed discovering those with me and painting with me today, and I'll see you guys next time.